What's up, guys? This is Abby from The Habit Trader. So today I want to share you my thoughts um on my list on my flags here that I'm wanted to see some price action on this pairs this coming week. So let's get started. So as you can see, I didn't have a lot of pairs that I wanted to monitor, but have a just small amount of pairs here, Forex pairs here. So let's start with Australian dollar here. So um I'm using a 1 hour as my higher time frame here. So as you can see, last last week price really dropped on this, on this move here. We see a bearish move here where it really break the structure, this structure here, and all the way here and here, right? So it really convinced me to sell or to monitor some um supply zone in this area. So I want to see some pullback, which is the price is doing right now. And as you can see here, the price is reach this equilibrium area of this move. So I want to see a a bearish move in this zones right here, because for me, one of the criteria that I put in my trading is one of is in the Fibonacci zones or golden zone. So if there's a demand within this zones, or I mean supply rather, I'll try to monitor that price. So as you can see in 15-minute time frame, there's this supply zone here, right? So maybe it's in 0.80% or zero point 0.8 Fibonacci levels. But um this could be a buy to sell trade, because the price is correcting. It's because there's an imbalance here that needs to filled up. And if you know you can see in the higher time frame, this area here is still not mitigated. So there's this imbalance here, and the price on the higher time frame needs to be mitigated. And then as you can see on the higher perspective, or if we try to zoom out, there's this demand zone here that needs to retest or have a it needs to monitor, because as you can see here, there's a lot of imbalance here. There's this equal low here that price could, that can go to sweep the liquidity. There's this buyers here that just buy when every time they see this support level here, and then they try to buy. So it builds a liquidity pool here, and then maybe price could go there, not exactly on this coming week, but it is something that we could try to look for, because as I mentioned earlier, the price is have reached the 50% Fibonacci retracement. So maybe next week price will go down again, or maybe it will like respect this demand zone and retest this, respect it, and have a bullish move. And then when the price is here, it will go down, maybe. But we can monitor this one. But I'd like to see more price go up here, and then or this one in this area, and then check in the lower time frame if it forms a bearish move. So, okay, let's proceed to the next, which is Euro USD. So as you can see here, the price is really not in a momentum that we want to see, because as you can see on a weekly time frame, let me see. So as you can see, price really have this bullish area here, or I mean bullish move right here, that really broke this September price. And then when on the following month it broke this structure, and then have this imbalance here, left an imbalance here. So price is now reacting on this zone here, which is, it's a doji where price could, you know, price could go down, because this is the last ranging candle that caused this break. So maybe it's a significant zone right here that we could take a look, because maybe if not, maybe price will go here and then make a bullish structure, because as you notice here in a weekly basis, there's a equal high here, an equal high here, right? But overall, as you can see in a weekly basis, it's in a bearish trend or downtrend. So we're just changing the structure it started last October. So it has left this imbalance right here. So I mean, this is, I see, as I see it as a bullish, but I wanted to I wanted to see some, correction here, right? Or pull back going here, and then retest this area, and then see some supply, or I mean demand zone, and place a trade. But now let's just see how the price reacts on this area, because on the 1 minute time frame, it actually did this manipulation here, this one, as you can see here, and then push to the downside. It is really bearish, because as you can see, the candles are really engulfing, right? So maybe the price would react on in this coming week, because it reached this supply zone here that has a significant move to the downside. But I want to see more of a bearish trend in lower time frames, because I wanted to see this zone here to break this one. As you can see, it really has this bearish move right here, and it really don't have any momentum if it's in a bullish or bearish. But we want to see it in a such way that price will go down, because there's a lot of liquidity here, a lot of imbalance here, right? Imbalance here, and liquidity here. So we usually trade those areas as, price might go there and sweep all that liquidity. So that's it for Euro USD. Next is Pound JPY. I find it interesting in this pair, because as you can see, it really forms this trend line liquidity here, And as you can see here, it really manipulates this equal high on this one and then goes down and then make the structure again. But last week, it really like don't have any momentum. But as you can see on a weekly basis, um, there's a lot of imbalance right here, right? So maybe price will go here and before going down, because if we could try to see the Fibonacci levels, it didn't reach this 50% yet, and it might like go here. I mean, we're bullish next week because I think this is a buy to sell strategy or opportunity. And for me, maybe it will go down first because it didn't have it didn't create a new high, but instead it has this decelerating candles here that there's no momentum at all. But maybe it respect this area and then make a bullish move, or it will go down here because there's a liquidity below this trend line right here that buyers are in control, but you know at times goes by it will become liquidity. So yeah, we just want to see how the price reacts on this area because it is a significant move because it breaks this structure here. But take note that this high is just a manipulation of this area because of equal high this and then push to the downside and then push to the upside, but it didn't make a new high on this one. So I'm checking if it will give us a bearish move, if that move will like test this area because this is a demand zone. This is a perfect demand zone. But considering that there's this trend line liquidity here, price might go here, this one or this one, sweeping all the liquidity below this trend line. So that's when pound JPY. So let's proceed to next one, pound USD. So as you can see, pound USD is in bullish move, right? So I'm actually in I wanted to see some correctional phase here because as you can see, it made this structure here a slightly broke by this week, but it has left this imbalance here. For me to buy this this trade, I need to see the price here. But it doesn't make sense to wait. But it's in a weekly basis. But if you try to look it on the 1 hour time frame, for me it is a really not in a right, for me it's in a right confirmation to trade because there's no momentum of the on the candles right here. It's just for me forming a liquidity above this area, and I don't know if it like showing us a bearish because overall it's a bullish trend. Like it left a lot of imbalance here, right? So for me, price could go here before having that bullish move to the upside. So I don't think I could trade this pair this coming week, but if I could see some break of structure, then that's the time I could consider this as as to have opportunity to trade. So let's try the next US 30. So um as you can see here, it's it's in a bearish move. And when you try to zoom out the chart, you can see a lot of liquidity below this zone here. So we're testing this demand zone here, because this is the last down candle that caused this break to the upside. Let me zoom in. So when you try to check the previous data, as you can see, this is have a significant move to the upside, and now it is testing that zone. So as you can see, after tapping that on this area, after tapping this demand area, price did this bullish move and break this structure here, right? So as you can see, this is maybe a good sign to, or indication to buy, or just see some demand zone here, because as you can see here, this is a good POI for sell, because there's this significant move to the downside and left a lot of you know imbalance. So since it left a lot of imbalance here, price could fill that imbalance and go right here, test this zone, and go down and sweep all the liquidity to the downside. But as I mentioned before, um you, you cannot disregard this area right here. But this is a good indication that this zone here is respected, and price might go up here to test this supply area and give us a big bearish move and sweep this liquidity right here. So yeah, it's a good indication, but you can always see the confirmation in a lower time frame, like in 1 minute or 3 minute area. So let's try the next one, pound CAD. Okay. So for me, for pound CAD, let me see in a weekly basis or weekly chart. For me, it's in a bullish trend, but we're on here on the area where we don't want to trade it, because as you can see, it's still not in the 50% of this move, right? So it's correcting, but I don't want to see the price not reaching any zones in Fibonacci, or in any, like, if I'm buying, I want to see the price in the discounted area, or if I'm selling, I wanted to see the price in the premium zone. So this one, since it's like correcting its face, right? I wanted to see the correction, like, this is a bullish move where it broke this structure. I want to see it here to test, and then when it's here, I wanted to see in the lower time frame if it's in a bullish trend. Or I wanted to see it here, same. I wanted to see it here, same, because as you can see here, this is the perfect demand zone that we need to look for, because it relies on these areas. So yeah, I don't wanna try to trade this one unless there's a confirmation, because um there's this liquidity up here. If you could see in the 4 minute time frame, there's a liquidity up here, I mean equal highs, and then on this as well. So I want to see some price movement or some manipulation on these areas, and if it will like go up here and make bearish, I can sell. But since we're not on the, we're on the range, and we're actually in the liquidity build up on this one. So as you can see here, right? For me, it's an equal high, and soon price will go up here to sweep all the liquidity above it. So that's GPP CAD, and then last is the gold. So in gold, let us see in the weekly basis, weekly. So for me, it's in a bullish trend. But it is testing this supply area here, this one. So I want to see the price actually going up here. Okay, let me just highlight this one. So I want to see the price going here, like bullish, and then manipulation. Maybe it will invalidate this order block and then make a bearish trend in the lower time frame, right? And this this is a this is a good demand zone, because as you can see, this one, or if you want to try this one, it can be tested, or maybe price will go here because it's still not mitigated yet, and go all the way on this imbalance zone here, because right, there's this imbalance here, and as you can see, for me, this is an equal low. Maybe price will become bearish on the following weeks, and then go push to the upside, because overall gold is in the bullish trend, right? But as per this price, I'm seeing this on a weekly basis. It's maybe will test this supply area that broke this structure. It's in a downtrend, but last October it started to go bullish, right? So maybe this week we reach this supply area here and test if it will go downside or downwards. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoy this video. If you don't still subscribe on this video, subscribe and like, and hit that bell button and get notified on the updates. So thank you for watching, guys. See you soon.